I hope that you hear it as me saying baby as opposed to because I just read that say take your time baby. Nigga said take your time baby and it don't sound like take your time baby. Like, that matters, man.
Hey, sexy. I get exactly what you're talking about, bro. Like, if anybody understand, it's me, Big Daddy. But yeah, I completely get what you mean, and I understand that it ain't no weirdness or nothing like that. We're on the same page with your fine ass. Anyway, I'll talk to you later, baby. I love you.
What the fuck?
That's the type of shit that happen where you gotta go back and show people your text and then play your voice memo. It's a lot of explaining for how fruity you are, bro. What's happening with you, man?
What it is, man. Yo, shout out to my dog, man. Listen, man. I was saying this shit the other day, right? Because I was being told this the other day. You know, I don't like about people. I don't like when people want to. I was complaining about this the other day because people always talk about, doing things and everybody want to be the person to motivate somebody to do something. But the key thing you have to do is support the something. I mean that about what I'll be like. If you, let's say you decide tomorrow you want to sell hot dogs or something, they're going to be somebody who want to claim they love you and want to gain favor in some way that goes like, man, you should do that shit, man, for real. Real. Ask them, and well, I got dogs on deck. You trying to cop 4? But then you see the nigga 2 days later, he got fucking Frank's links in his hand or some shit. That nigga go spend money on somebody else's Franks, but not your Franks, but want to talk and support you into making Franks. And that's what I mean what I don't like about niggas, man.
Although you always say stuff like this, although I agree with you, but I also feel like, let's say you got some kind of dream or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm your dog. If we being truthful, the only thing I owe you is, hell yeah, man, do that shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I owe you, right? But that's the bare minimum. But if I really fucks with you and you doing whatever the hell you doing and it's something that's in my lane in any way, I should fuck with you. So I feel that way. Yeah, go ahead.
So here's my question. Are you my dog enough to where I'm a Franklinaire now and I got all the money making Franks and you want either free Franks, money from Franks, you want to show up to a show that I got with all the headliners on Franks? Because that's what I mean. If you want to indulge in what these Franks may get me, you got to help me get there. That's what you owe me.
If so you want me to owe you. That's what you owe me. Exactly. If you want me to owe you.
If you want me to look out first. Because
but see, in my case, right, I may not want to fuck with your Franks, right? I might get my Franks off my Amazon subscription. You start your Franks up, and I say, man, I don't really want to change nothing I got going on with my Franks. I've been getting my Franks this way the whole time, right?
You don't want to be uncomfortable.
Hold up. Let me finish, okay? And then if your Franks take off, and you say, hey, but I ain't fucking with you with my Frank money, I'll say, hey, man, I respect that. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody else not gonna feel that way. Right. Exactly. Everybody else not gonna feel that way.
They're gonna be like, yeah, man, that nigga, man, you don't even know where that nigga be getting his Franks from. I know him. You know, I used to hang with the nigga before he got all big-headed and shit. I used to hang with him. And that's
the reason I didn't want to fuck with him because I had already been getting my Franks, right? He trying to charge me twice for what my Franks would cost. Nigga make him alive. You know when he tell the story, it's gonna be you fucked him over. I would get my Franks. He want to charge me twice the Franks, and I'm supposed to be at home. I'm the one helping him get the Franks off the ground.
All I'm saying is, what if your homeboy want to sample the Franks? What if your dad looking for a new Frank company? All you got to do is simply just make people aware whenever you able, or whenever I do it, reshare it, be like, hey, my nigga got Franks for sale. Go ahead.
You know, I say that all the time. I say people send me internet videos of people that I don't talk to. Send me internet videos of people. And I say, if you want me to enjoy something, wouldn't it make more sense to show me a screenshot of you sending one of my internet videos to somebody else? You know, if you're really trying to get me some joy by sending me something, and especially when me and you don't talk, to me, that would make more sense. But it's because motherfucker don't think Motherfucker just think like he. Everybody want to he.
Who else would this be funny to? Motherfucker said it on everybody. But that's what that is what prompted part of my problem, right? Like, I know this one girl who was complaining. She showed an old video of her complaining about the support that she wasn't getting from people that she knows while she started her business, and now her business is thriving, and everybody want to start sharing like they fuck with her and they know her and they want to do all of that. Right. And she was like, "Man, I would have gotten here faster if even half of y'all had just let people know what I was doing when I was doing it." And I'm like, yes. And these same people will share, like, apparently, according to the internet, Blueface called his mother a whore today. He's like, any bitch that got 2 baby daddies by any woman who got more than 1 baby daddy is a whore. Yes, my mom's a whore, right?
All right, bro.
And everybody's sending this around and sharing it, right? And I'm saying to myself, we're all...
Of course, you know it's news to me, but go ahead.
You know it. Because you were one of the few who ain't in that sphere. But there's like an intellectual sphere if you follow like academics, if you follow, say, Cheese, and any of these types of people, Shade Room. I know, but that's what I'm saying. You don't have to follow them to follow someone who follows them. You see what I'm saying? Because that's you're still in the sphere. You might not be participating, but you're in the sphere. You know what I'm saying? And so you run across that. I say all that to say, we all run across the Blueface mama's a whore. But why you don't share the video of me telling you Blueface mama's a whore? Or somebody else who's telling you why she not a whore? You sending me the same video that you know I've seen because this is the video that's being passed around. But what's not being passed around is my video. How about you share my video to somebody who might want to see a different perspective?
2 things. This is why I don't promote my videos to people that I know. I just put the video out. You know what I'm saying? I started a whole new channels and I just put the video out. I don't like be like, hey, everyone, look at this. Like sometimes I might post something to my story, but I won't be like, this is my new TikTok about sports. So this is my new TikTok about game. I just put it out because I feel like putting it out somewhere. But I don't promote nothing to nobody that I know. And it's because they don't give a fuck. And when I ever get to where I want to get to, I will be able to say...
no Franks.
I purposely made sure that y'all did support me. I made sure that y'all did support me, and y'all wasn't never going to go out of y'all way to support me. Like, one of my homeboys, he checks in from time to time. He do way bigger shit than I ever done. And he called me like a week ago, and I didn't answer the phone, and I didn't hit him back. And then he called me again today. And then it made me say, man, I need to call this nigga. And it's just because he do like a real job of saying, hey, what you got going on? Even though he be like bigger than me and shit. He kind of like William Boston. You feel what I'm saying? Where he just be like, hey, I'm bigger than what you got going on, but I always holler at you. And if you got some game to give me, I'll take it. If I got some game I can give you, I'll give it to you. You just know, just on some like, you know, we always been cool type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But he like that. But people like that make me say, I do need to check in with you. Like, you make my distant list of a nigga, I don't know, just on some, you always supported me. But the people that know you real close, they don't support you, man.
But I ain't even talking about that. I'm even talking about what you talking about. And that is the example of a good person. Man, you don't got to reach out or do something all the time. But do it sometime and let me know. Show me like that you support. Like I share people shit and support people shit. I don't say shit to them. I don't ask for shit. I don't say, hey, what's going on? I just do the simple thing because it's so easy. Yep. Again, I'm only bringing this shit up in the manner I'm bringing it up because that story was fresh in my mind today about this girl who's now successful and literally said, I wish half of those people had just said something or shared something. And that's what I'm saying. Like you say, you might be good with your Franks, but you don't know who you know that's looking for a Frank hookup. And you know a nigga that got a Frank hookup.
Yeah, you know I do that. You know I do that. Easy. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm saying, back to your point, you don't have to do none of that if you don't want no Franks.
Oh, for sure.
If I don't have to ever hear about you outside and I gotta help you get in, or your family hungry and need some friends, if I don't gotta hear none of that, we good. You don't have to support. You could forget I exist.
Like I could literally not talk to somebody, and if I know they do something, and somebody tell me that they need something done,
sending it over.
I will send it to them. It could be somebody that I'm not even cool with. Like on some like, well,
exactly.
we you know what I'm saying? Like we kind of stopped fucking with each other on some like, oh, it's like that. All right, then niggas like that, and we ain't fuck with each other no more. But we not enemies. So I still would, enemies don't exist to me. I don't have no motherfucking enemies. I'm too old to have enemies. We were just talking about that in the mad chat room. We was talking about fighting. I was like, man, I'm not fighting nobody, bro. I said, when I turned 40, that's when I decided to start carrying my gun everywhere that I go. And I said, and if somebody walk up on me, the first thing I'm going to say is, hey, I'm afraid for my life. Please don't hurt me. That's
I'm fearful. I'm fearful.
And I was like, and if anybody punch me, they get shot. I was like, I'm not doing it. I was like, the eyewitness is going to be like, he said he was afraid for his life, and then the guy punched him in the face. What you think he's going to do? I'm scared.
You just got here roughly at 40. I've been here for quite some time, and I always would tell a motherfucker, like, listen to me. I know I look big and brolic and all of that, but I'm terrified.
Yep,
so
I'm scared.
I would respond like someone who's terrified with something to protect.
Straight up. You can go back and play this same video in court, and I'll be like, I'm not lying. I was scared. I don't know this person. And then they punch me in the face.
No, it sounds premeditated.
Yeah.
But if you chilling getting some franks,
right.
and they're going to run up on you, you going to be terrified too.
I'm sorry. I'm going to be scared. Like, no bullshit.
It's so funny to say that because, you might or might not know, according to the internet, DJ Envy, host of Breakfast Club, is going through some issues now because they say he's scamming houses and shit. But
I know what he got going on. I just never watched no videos about it.
But that's what makes it funny. He has tons of videos that he's been putting out on the whole journey, and now everybody using them and keep saying, "Oh, he going to jail. He going," and they showing him with like envelopes. You can do this too. You can get your money up.
I seen one when somebody was like asking him questions. They were like, "Wait, so you sell the houses?" He like, "Oh no, I don't sell the houses." He was like, "All right, so you make money from the houses?"
He's like, "Nah."
He was like, "I'm just trying to get more black people to own property without getting screwed over." And then she like, "Well, they got to get screwed over by you first, right?" I was like, "Yo, that shit hit different. That shit hit different when you find out some shit going on, boy. Yes. That shit hit different."
And I'd like to believe, I don't know Envy, but I'd like to believe Envy ain't really got nothing to do with what's going on. Right?
So that kind of makes like it worse. Do, bro.
He don't seem like he do. But like I said, I started off saying, I don't know the nigga.
I even heard the video. He's saying, Joe Budden said it was a Ponzi scheme and I was going to go to jail. Like, that's not something you would say.
If you know you're doing some shit to go to jail. Meanwhile, the nigga behind him off the camera like, don't say that.
That nigga big baller brand, that nigga company, bro. You're doing all kind of shit behind your back, man. But yes, like you know me, man. I'm a good judge of character. I'm sorry, bro. A nigga that's running a Ponzi scheme is never gonna go on a public thing and say something like that
on the radio,
right? And he even said it on some like me and Joe Budden not even cool like that. Like on some like he was making fun of me, like you know what I'm saying. He don't support me, And it's just like I'm sorry, nobody that smart because you have to be a genius to do that.
So, in piggybacking on what you were just saying, for you to not even know what the fuck's going on, but you getting all of this happening to you, that gotta feel crazy. That nigga Joe Budden said, that nigga Envy looked like he lost 90 pounds, nigga. I would be terrified. And then your ass gonna send me what that is, the Indeed application to be a host on the Breakfast Club. Nigga looking for co-hosts.
Them niggas looking to replace
it. With the raw hype, baby. We come up there 2-3 times a week, baby.
I swear, man. I can't do it every day, man. Nah, I can do a couple,
5 o'clock in the morning and shit either, yo.
I can do a couple, though.
Shout out to the man.
But, yeah, man, that shit was kind of crazy. But, what do I know, man?
You know even less than me, I tell you that.
Oh, sorry, I be trying to not know. No, I do know less than you. It sounds like an insult, but you got to know how we talking about it, man. As far as what the fuck going on, I do not know, man.
Also, real quick, man, Tyrese, boy. Sweet lady, won't you be my sweet love for not a lifetime? That bitch says she out. Yo,
You want to know something? Hold on.
Right, nigga. Go ahead. You go.
All right. I sent you a video the other day because something had a term for it, and it was basically saying you don't get to use your time how you want, so you just stay up all night so you can have some free time. So, like, let's say you like a parent, you went to work and then you dealt with your kids and you did all this, and then like at 10 o'clock, you was like, man, fuck it, this is my time. I'm finna watch some Netflix. I'm finna smoke some weed on the balcony. I'm finna order some food that they don't know about. You know what I'm saying? It's like you get to live. I forgot what the term was called, but I sent it to you and I said, whatever this is, me and you are this.
That's a fact.
And when you mentioned Tyrese, it made me laugh because we was up late as fuck, maybe even last night or the night before, just talking about Tyrese. And it's like, Tyrese is like a very basic case of shit that happened to me. It's just like a regular case, except for he famous, of what happens to me.
And what you got to shut up about. Because Tyrese been memes the past couple of years of him crying and shit. Why you doing this to me? This shit makes sense now for him to be crying on drugs saying, yo, why are you doing this to me? Because if you listen to Tyrese, apparently he has no clue why he got divorced. And now when you listen to his wife, she has no clue why she left him. So if this
if a man ever divorce his wife, and you say, bro, what you would divorce your wife for? He will 100% of the time have an answer.
That nigga would start it out, man, let me tell you what this bitch done did.
Even if he say, man, that bitch changed. You know what I'm saying? He gonna say something, bro. Only a woman would have an answer like that. And I hate how generic this is when everyone thinks it's not generic. You remember when I used to tell you, if somebody was married and then they cheated on their husband, people would automatically say that's a bad wife. And I used to say, that's not true. That's not necessarily true. Like in a case like this, people hear his story and they hear like what she did. And they say, ooh, that's a terrible bitch, right? And when I see it, I say, she's not a terrible bitch. She's every bitch. She's every bitch, bro.
She's not every bitch.
Why?
It's because everybody is trying to believe the lie that a woman portrays. Thank you. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And when you believe that, you can't believe this. Like, you can't believe that's every woman. You know what I'm saying? Because you think, no, man, she has to be terrible. No.
Yes.
She's the same level of misguided that most women are.
Yes, because people think, oh, she's either like a gold digger, or she's this, or she's this, or she's this, or she's that, right? She's a woman that got to a point where she said, I'm not as happy as I would like to be all the time, so I'm about this bitch. I don't care how it affects my children, this man, or nobody in between. I'm about this bitch.
Why I say misguided is because if you listen to her, she didn't come to that conclusion on her own. She said she had people in her ear, the wrong people in her ear, that also didn't help her, guide her on the right track, but also help steer her off of it. That's what I mean when I say misguided.
Tyrese said she lied.
I don't know what. Oh, no, none of us.
I believe Tyrese. I believe Tyrese, and it's just because, one, he's openly speaking about it, and two, he the one that you trying to take his bread.
So there you go. Of course, he's gonna think you're lying because you try to take his bread. So I'm gonna say whatever I need to say to you, or whoever needs to listen to hear, so you don't take my bread.
But I'm not gonna make up that you lying. I'm just a nigga telling the truth. Like, nah, hell nah, that bitch ain't got no friends. And think about it. A woman not having no friends is a very common thing.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. But no, she said she did. Oh, okay, I get your point. But here's why I say
like,
her point.
In your ear. He's like, only person being in your ear is your mama. He was like, your friends would have told you not to do this.
First time ever, man. I'm defending the women.
Go ahead.
I believe her because, right? It seems to me, again, out of the unhappy woman playbook, you see somebody who good in a good situation and doing good and not handling it how you would handle it had you been in that good situation, you go help her shit on her situation so she's no longer in that good situation with your non-good situational lives.
It's because people are stupid. Me and you talk about this all the time. All the fucking time. And me and you honestly probably found this out from each other. And that is
journey.
Your woman do shit that I would never put up with.
Mm-hmm.
My woman do shit that you would never put up with. So it don't make no sense to holler at your friends, and it's because they might not put up with that from your old lady if they was you. You feel me? But then it's something different that they wouldn't put up with that you would put up with. Yep. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't take your advice when you put up with something that I don't put up with. And you can't take my advice when I put up with something that you put up with.
But the problem is, I think you stupid for not listening to me.
Right. Yeah, straight up. So
that's why they give that. So they're giving they're giving the information in hopes to help, but they don't realize they're giving it to the wrong person. They're giving it to themselves in that position, but they ain't in that position. You is. So their information ain't gonna work for you. So that's why I believe she had shitty people telling her shit, and that's why she acted a certain way that got her divorced. And now when she got to pay for everything herself and do everything herself with the kid, she's like, oh, I don't like this shit. Who signed
a fucking prenup and then you the one that want to get divorced?
And then you complain. Bitch, you better have planted a bitch in his bed or something.
Nigga, that's never happening to me.
It shouldn't happen to anybody. That nigga Tyrese said, that nigga, I got a prenup. Why I got lawyers? Why I'm in court?
If I marry a rich woman and we got a prenup, and then she like, all right, this ain't working. I'll just be like, all right, I'm not going to be on no, all right, let me go file a divorce. You better bring the papers to me.
You better catch me.
I'm sorry, no bullshit. And like, if you be like, I'm finna move out, I'm never going to meet your divorce. I'm going to be like, all right.
Yo, you're going to have to catch me. Nigga, Uber Eats pull up to the door. Nigga try to serve me. It's like, it's Uber Eats. Leave it. Oh, nigga.
No bullshit.
No, I need somebody to sign for it. Fuck them Franks, nigga. Leave it at the door.
Me and my bitch would be like Jada and Will. We haven't called each other husband and wife in 10 years. I'm sorry, nigga. Hell no. It ain't never gonna be my idea to get no divorce. This nigga signed a prenup. He got all the money. You don't got no money. It is your idea to sign a divorce. And then you say,
and then ask for more money.
I shouldn't have got divorced. Bitch, you gotta be the dumbest bitch ever. I'm
nigga
sorry.
Tyrese was like, yeah, she's trying to rekindle. She's like, no, I'm not gonna leave this woman I'm with now.
No.
No.
I'm sorry. And I say it should be the same way for women. If you the breadwinner for real, it's some extra shit that I'm finna put up with before I slide.
You listen, breadwinner come with that extra piece of chicken life. That big piece of chicken type shit. So it's like, no, I'm finna put up with everything you got to give. If I know I'm going to be begging for money months later or a year or two later. So it's clear I'm not prepared for this.
Yeah, because I be hearing them on Fresh and Fit, on the Fresh and Fit podcast, right? They be always saying, a man doesn't care how much money you make. A man doesn't care how much money you make. I'm like, y'all niggas got me fucked up. I said, if I'm dating a broke bitch and she doing shit I don't like, that bitch up out of here.
Bone.
I'm sorry. But if I was dating a bitch with some paper and she was doing some shit I didn't like, she'll get way more chances than this broke bitch.
Stayed.
Yeah, straight up. And I'm just like, y'all niggas.
Be like, man, look, I'm getting tired of this. I'm getting tired of dealing with this, girl. Why you keep putting me through this?
Like, straight up.
For like the 7th time, nigga.
Yes. I'm like, y'all niggas giving horrible advice.
I got some shit stashed in the closet underneath some shoes or something. It's like, my little getaway bag.
Yeah, yes. Do something.
Do something. Either prepare to leave or stay. But you can't leave and then say, man, look, man, send some money over, man. It's fucked up over here.
Yeah, y'all niggas, man, that bitch crazy, bro. And the reason that you crazy is because you ain't even really want to divorce her. So it's like, you should have stayed for the security.
Fuck this crazy. She's stupid. I will use stupid. Because you left without a security blanket and now you're mad and angry.
For a nigga you like.
That's what I'm going to say. You mad and angry. You left the nigga you liked and he won't give you a blanket.
They got a bunch of money. I don't understand it.
It makes no sense.
You left the person you wish was your husband. You's crazy, bitch.
Right? I feel like, what's going on, it's like a war of the minds going on the internet, right? In the sense of like the young people kind of, the young people are always like the most loud for the most part, right? And in when that type of shit happens, you get the older people who want to act young or don't want to feel how old they are. You mentioned earlier how you 40, nigga. There's a lot of niggas who would not try to do that. Niggas putting dye in their beard and all that type of stupid shit to not be look the age they are. So they start following what these young motherfuckers be doing. I feel like that Tyrese's ex-wife bitch is following what young I ain't got shit type bitches is telling her to do, and now it puts her in a position and she's like, damn, man, I didn't even want to get divorced. So why you listen? Because she said people was in her ear. And Tyrese like, oh, that bitch
like, think logically, bro. You should literally be like, hey, can we just take a break?
There's can we so just many options.
Like, no, but that nigga said she like
divorce court. Counseling.
Dipped out when the nigga was like gone or something.
That's
some
what
weird
did?
shit like that. Something like that. I feel like I heard.
Nigga come back from shooting Transformers 4 and the house is empty.
The nigga come home with a Fast and the Furious bag of money. This bitch gone.
She's like, nigga, like I thought we was family.
I had to carry this money up 3 flights of stairs. like, who does it, man? Who does that?
See, man, and this is all I'm saying, man, Hype. This is what makes me angry about, like, this type of situation is because you're going to have people who picking sides and trying to find sides, and the only side on here, it should be everybody trying to help that lady understand why and where she fucked up and try to tell other people don't fuck up like that. AKA,
people
don't
make
listen
life
to
too hard, bro.
Because they want to live somebody else's life.
Yeah, that make life too hard. Because it's like you can look at it from so many angles. It's like, let's say Tyrese got $15 million, right? Mm-hmm. And let's think logically. Like, all right, you got kids and shit, right? You're whatever age you are. Tyrese is old, so this bitch got to be at least 30.
And this is what I was trying to say. I'm pretty sure he 40 something, so I feel like she 40 close because that was, you know. But anyway, continue.
Okay. So what man am I gonna meet who want to take care of a woman that has kids, who has a famous ex-husband that has $15 million that's going to treat me better than Tyrese treated me? That's the questions that you should ask before you dip. What man that has $15 million that's going to put up with me, these children, and me having Tyrese as my ex-husband, and is going to treat me better than he treat me, even if he only treats you all right? That's really what you're looking up against.
And so back to what we was mentioning a little bit ago about the lies, right? That's another lie that women have been told long enough to believe. That like they that special, that no matter the situation they're in, somebody of high value is finna scoop up.
Yeah.
She really believes she has and deserves a better man than Tyrese. She want Vin Diesel to pull her up and like little boy Tyrese for her and claim she love her. Like that's what she thinks she deserves from handling that situation like that.
She like, if I gotta date somebody from Fast and the Furious, he could at least be The Rock.
He gotta be the star.
Saying like he ain't the most famous nigga in the world. It could at least be Dwayne.
That motherfucker be on the interview. The Rock got her on the arm and shit. She be like, how you feel about Tyrese? She's like, well, at least now I'm dating somebody who at least got a spinoff. That nigga couldn't even get a spinoff. Like she'll say some hot tongue shit.
Like, I don't get it, bro. I really don't get it.
Because that's what she thinks she deserves. And that's what I don't understand. So like you said, if you ask yourselves these questions, not to say you wouldn't leave still, but you're leaving with a better understanding. I'm leaving here for a lower this or a higher this.
It'd be the simple shit. Like, I've seen girls argue with Kevin Samuels and them about like just regular statements, right? Like, if you have a kid, you are less desirable than a woman that doesn't have a kid. And when women take offense to that and they say, well, why? Well, why? It's because I could date somebody else that don't have a kid.
And when I come in, you making me have to love your kid and shit to love you. Like, oh, we're a package deal. Well, bitch, I don't want the package.
Right, and that's cool.
Open the bag and give me 2 socks. Not that.
But I could just date someone that doesn't have this. You know, and it's because you think that you're so special that you can overcome that. You know what I'm saying? And it's, if a man is broke and unattractive, there ain't no special that he can overcome.
Right. Shit, that nigga better be Dikembe Mutombo or something.
Like, yeah, you have to be attractive or gotta have some bread. Like, man. You gotta have one and then try to overcome the other one.
That nigga ugly with money, putting creams and shit on his face, nigga. I'm using this new moisturizer trying to get my shit right. Ugly
Like, for real,
motherfucker.
bro. Niggas got ice and chains and Gucci belts and shit. Like, nigga, well, shit. Motherfucker know who I am, though. It's literally like that kind of shit. It's like, you gotta have one as a base level. You know what I'm saying? And for women, to me, they don't have to have neither. And if they're attractive, they're just good to go.
But that's what I mean when I said that lies that everybody told. So back to that same shit with that. It's like a woman feel like you said, I am valuable even with a kid. I am desirable. And it's like, hey, lady, we're not saying you're not desirable, but it's like an interview. If two people go there and one got a felony, chances are they're going to pick the one without the felony.
Listen, women
qualified to the same amount. You might be better. But you don't got no felony. You got a felony.
To me, women playing the most competitive sport in the world, which is trying to bag a man.
And not just a man of the standards that they want.
Exactly.
Continue.
That's why it's such a competitive sport.
Just like, yo, I want to play basketball. Just any old basketball.
It's such a competitive sport for them because they want to win the championship. Like, they legitimately want to win the NBA championship. You feel what I'm saying? And it's because that's why, like, it sucks. Because in competitive sports, right, just how you was just saying, you don't want the old motherfucker. You want the young motherfucker. You feel me? So in women's case, it's like, yeah, you're 30 with a kid. You know what I'm saying? But I know what y'all want to say, and you want to throw shade and say men are immature. But a man would desire a 21-year-old with no kid over a 30-year-old woman with a kid any day of the week. Any day of the week.
Listen, and understand your position, man. If you're not the star player on the team, you got to at least be doing the dirty work. You got to rebound. But this is my point. They want to just walk in, kid in hand and shit, and be like, yo, we good. Like, nah, homie, what you do? Well, honey, I drive trucks. I make cornbread. I suck dick. I have threesomes. I make clothes. You make clothes? Yeah, they got to make clothes. Bring something to the table, yo. You can't just walk in the table with a kid at the table.
And you have to be realistic about the competition. You do. Like, all right, so for me, myself, right? I've only dated one young bitch in my whole life, okay? All the other bitches, honestly, my closest bitches were older than me. Like, all of them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no problem, right? I'm not tripping. I still think y'all are hot and all those things, right? But if I was scrolling on Instagram and I seen like a super bad bitch, I wouldn't guess that she's 35. I'm not gonna say she looks 35. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna guess that. You feel what I'm saying? So like, the competition is, if you 30 or you 35, people don't view you the same way they view somebody that's like 25. It's like, even like, I be keeping up, I don't keep up with celebrities, but when I look at some celebrities, I look at them and I'm like, yo, she look like a kid to me. You know what I'm saying? Not in a way where I think people should think she's like the hottest bitch walking. I'm like, yo, that shit crazy to me. That
I'll give you an example.
Go.
Chloe Bailey. I don't know if you know who Chloe Bailey is, but she's one of the hot new it girls on the scene.
Yeah. I can't think of this girl name I'm thinking of too, but go ahead.
She like 20-something, man. She got to be anywhere between 23 and 25, somewhere between there, right?
That's like the desirable age, right there.
And so much so, I had to ask my lady. I was like, yo, is it okay for me to like look at her in the way I'm looking at her? Like, because she like 23, 25, and I'm like knocking on 40's door.
Yeah, people try to shame you for that, but I promise you, the best looking women are 23, 25.
But it's logical. No, see, no, I don't fully agree with what you said. No,
what are you saying?
I don't fully agree that the best women are that. Because I've seen and you've seen. That's what I mean. I don't think some of the best looking women creep up in they like 30, 31s. I was watching this.
The exception doesn't make the rule. Don't be that person.
Man. No, man, but I just don't like hearing it when I seen like a Halle Berry slideshow shit. They showed Halle Berry for every year from like 93 or something. And she always looked good. But when she hit like 30 to 34, it was like the best Halle had ever looked. So that's the only reason I had a little.
It's probably when she got super rich. She's not like a regular bitch.
She's putting creams on, nigga. Them creams are good.
If she was rich when she was 23, filthy rich, I'm guaranteeing that would have been her highlight. All right.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
Because even think of like a Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez reached her height when she got super rich. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. That makes so much sense, man. Of course it does.
I'm sorry. Again, that Holly was just fresh in my head, and I'm like, damn, 22-year-old Holly was good, but she wasn't as good as 34 Holly.
Yeah,
You know
because
what's
she
also crazy?
became. It's
The
like
older you,
Beyonce. You know, when you become a mega star and you're still young, that's when you're your hottest, and it's because you have $1 billion.
it is so crazy, right? Like,
Same thing with Kim.
I don't like saying these things loud, but people like Kim and Beyonce, like, we're all still required to call them the best looking women in the world.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they ain't.
But
no
why
more.
aren't they? But why aren't they? But why aren't they?
That's what I mean. That is the
Yes.
reason they ain't.
Yes,
no
that's
more.
why they're not.
I'm
And
sorry.
it's because they're old bitches with kids.
I'm sorry. I'm taking Chloe Bailey over Kim
I
and
don't even know who that
Beyonce.
is. But yeah,
But
like
you
no
pick
bullshit.
her too.
Yeah, like I would pick Kim and Beyonce for like the same reason you would fuck the baddest bitch at your high school. Like I always wanted to hit that.
You can say some shit like 25-year-old me will be proud right now. Hey, like legacy fucks. Like you gotta fuck them motherfuckers for legacy
And
purposes.
I've had some of those. I've had some get backs. Some, you know, you ain't want to fuck with me before, but now you think I got some paper. Or now you think I got this. Or now you think, yeah, I had me a couple of them. But I'll never forget.
You done had some back then they didn't want, miss?
Yeah, I
now
definitely
I'm hot, they
have.
all on, miss?
Yeah, I had some 281, 33 up now, but.
Get your boy up on the low because you think I got some dough.
Like, for real. So, yeah, man, I done had some of them. Man.
So what advice you got for Tyrese Willman, man? I know we fell off that, but we just want to wrap this up, and we're just going to give advice to everybody we talk to
Hell,
today.
we didn't even talk to about Tyrese, so we might as well just do it here.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah. All right, so when I seen Tyrese's video, right, what I looked at was I felt sorry for him, but I also thought he was so lame. And the reason that I thought he was so lame is because I can tell, like, the ways that he believed in this bitch.
He believed she was different. He really believed she was different because he even said it. When I first met her, she was like, oh, I'm not into materialistic things. I don't like money and none of that stuff. Right. And now you trying to get 20,000. Who are you?
Oh, man.
But yes, he really believed her.
Oh, man. So that was the part to me that just made me laugh, bro. And it's because it's like, it makes me say, man, poor Tyrese. Like, that's how it made me feel. And it's just like, you should know better than this, man. Especially you, because you're rich.
And you're like an R&B sensation at one point. So it's like you're accustomed to having women throwing themselves at you. Man, you was fast and furious, man.
Bro, you should know that hoes ain't shit, bro.
Come
like,
on.
no bullshit.
Even
like,
if it's not your hoes, you was close enough to the type of hoes that you didn't see that there's some hoes in this house.
No,
like,
bro.
You should know better.
Tyrese has fucked somebody that's married and important and famous and shit before. There's no way, bro. Like, there was a point in time where Tyrese was like one of those sex symbols. Bro.
I'm saying,
like,
he was
if women was talking about him today and still said he looks good, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if they do, but I wouldn't be surprised because they was fucking with him that hard. You know what I'm saying? But my whole point is, like, somebody like Chris Brown, right? I hate to say him because we're talking about relationships and people like to attack him when it comes to relationships, but Chris Brown was like that when he was young. That's how you end up putting your hands on a young lady because you can't believe what she's done. You feel what I'm saying? The Chris Brown of today, I promise you can tell by the way he carries himself, he can believe it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Chris Brown thinking he
probably hit up Tyrese like, nigga. Could have told you.
Like that. Like, Chris Brown is not finna go to sleep over some bitch house that he ain't supposed to be at. I promise you he not. Yeah, I promise you he not. It's like he understands. Chris Brown
hit with the look who I'm laying down in the bed next to.
Like straight up. And like you can tell that Drake like want relationships and shit like that, but Drake has enough sense to know like, hey,
impossible.
Yes, like at the end of the day,
where I can fuck almost anything I want. It's impossible to find one woman and say, "Hey there, I will not fuck anyone ever."
It's that they can't. They not real people. They can't date people, bro. They not real people.
It's like I'm saying. It's that level. It's like, not only the temptation. It's like
I'm saying from the woman's standpoint, you're not a real person. She don't really want to date you. You feel what I'm saying? What up, Cam? You can start.
What up, baby? We about to transition this, man. I know I'm cutting into your time.
But my whole point is, right, if you can date whoever or whatever, you can date whatever. That's the temptation from a man's standpoint, right?
Mm.
But if you took Chris Brown, super talented, if you took Tyrese, and if you took Drake, right? From a dating standpoint, the best thing about dating any of them is that they have a lot of money.
And, well, money and reach, you know, because you can do it. Well, I guess it's still money. I was about to say you can do anything you've ever dreamed of.
If you're not rich, that's the best thing to date one of them. No matter how dope they are. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. Even if you're not materialistic.
And that's probably why those high relationships, those high profile relationships don't work. Because I got money too, nigga. What else we gonna do?
But those are the only ones. Those are the only ones that have a chance.
But that's what I'm saying. But then when you get with them, you realize
has to date Beyonce.
When you get with them, you realize, oh, you can't do shit for me because I got money too. You know, you're a weirdo.
That's what you need. You need somebody that don't need you for nothing.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why they don't work.
Kim Kardashian's celebrity got way bigger when she was fucking with Kanye. And then it got to the point where she ain't need Kanye no more. And then it was just like, oh, now Kanye crazy. Kanye was always crazy. But you don't need Kanye no more. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why you had to date somebody like, you got to date like Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But even look at Kim. When she stopped dating Kanye, she went down to a nigga like Pete. He still
that don't work.
But that's what I'm saying. It ain't going to work because
you have to date a rich person.
But it's either when you date a rich person, it becomes all personality now. And all who you are as a person. And then it's
right. That's what I'm saying.
Mesh. But when one rich and the other ain't, I can just treat you to shit. So you can love me based on the things that I could provide for you. And that's what makes that last longer.
Nah, I say the too high profile last longer. And it's because...
if I say, let's go on a date to Sweden, you're going to be like, yeah, I've been there too much times, man. I don't like the milk over there. It's like,
right.
But, Elizabeth, hey, man, let me take you to Sweden. Sweden? Bitch, finna go TikTok all day.
But that's my point. The best thing about you is the money. And that can't be what your relationship based on. That's literally my point.
Okay, I get you.
The relationship ain't based on just money if we both up here. If the relationship based on money, you're going to end up like Tyrese.
Ooh.
Yeah. Straight up. Because once you start living that certain type of lifestyle, you get used to that lifestyle. You start to say, I want this lifestyle, but without this nigga holding me back. That's what a woman did.
And that's what she did.
That's what a woman would do.
He said she didn't want materialistic things. Now that's all she wants.
That's what I mean when I say she's every bitch. To me, that's what every woman would do in that situation.
That boy bringing it home, boy.
Dead ass.
Listen, thanks for showing me all the amazing things. Now I would like to do them without you and with someone else. Sometimes that's not you.
But I definitely want to do it with your money.
With your money?
Why? Because that was the best thing about you.
Man, I ain't even got no buttons set up on this. That was a gunshotable moment, my nigga.
And I also will say that dynamic that you're talking about would only work if the man was the person without the bread. If a woman is the person without the bread, one day she will seek having that bread without you. While a man would be on some like, I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
That nigga be like Stedman. I'll be in the background forever, lady.
You think he ever said, man, I'm finna try to get my own talk show. I'm finna try to get famous. I don't know what the fuck he look like.
It's been like 30 years, nigga. That nigga ain't never did an interview. He ain't never been on the Shade Room or nothing.
Nah, we don't know a Stedman, that nigga first or last name. Like that.
Everybody know who you talking about, too.
Yes, bro. And I don't know who the fuck he is. A man would do that.
That nigga gotta be the most famous unknown nigga, yo.
I'm telling you. But I'm telling you, that's what a man would do. So the dynamic you talk about will only work if the man is the one that gotta show the appreciation, so to speak.
All right, man. Cam, I see you muted up. You still in here?
Yeah. What's going on, y'all? I ain't
what
mean
up,
to cut
man?
in y'all
Cam, let me ask you a quick question, right?
Yeah, what's going on?
You know, it's a typical male question, chauvinistic, misogynistic question.
Bet.
Kim Kardashian, Beyonce, or Chloe Bailey?
You talking about if I had a choice?
If you had a choice.
Who was the first name again?
Kim Kardashian, Beyonce, or Chloe Bailey?
Do you know who Chloe Bailey is?
Oh, of course I know who.
Got to.
Chloe Bailey.
That's all I don't understand why she ain't that already. Go ahead.
I gotta say Beyonce.
Why would you say that? It's because like you be on the internet and shit and you know that's the right thing to say?
Well, because yeah, it's the right thing to say. It's Beyonce.
You think Beyonce look better than Chloe Bailey?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Beyonce might be top 3 women on the planet.
But I'm saying, are you talking about Beyonce that you grew up enjoying? Oh, be a naughty girl. Or are you talking about like today's Beyonce on tour Beyonce who got like wrinkles? But let me not even say nothing
Both
negative
of
about
them.
this woman on the screen. But
Both of them.
and I think that's what I was trying to say earlier. I think it's like, especially if you're older, the person you have in your mind was like at their best. They linger in your mind at that best, and you don't really pay attention to the fact that person
Listen.
might have degraded over time.
I just said I always wanted to hit that. That's what Beyonce and Kim Kardashian get.
And that should have
to
never
me,
changed.
That outweighs new person. But that just show I'm old.
Nigga be 60. It's like, who you still want to hit? That Beyonce, boy.
Yeah, I'm taking Beyonce.
Tear that up.
But yeah, man.
All right, man.
Reb, you want to talk about sports?
Thing, man. Oh, yeah, come on. Give me something before we go. All right, before we go.
Hold on, I gotta
Lakers
stop.
opening up tonight.
Hold
I
on,
don't
man.
know
I'm
how y'all
stopping.
do things over here. I don't know if you got a fucking intro.
I'm stopping
I
it,
don't know
bro.
how y'all
Out of those 3, Beyonce, Chloe Bailey, and Kim Kardashian, who are you picking, Rebel?
Chloe Bailey.
Who
I
is
ain't picking
Chloe Bailey, man?
Well, go grab your
Who is
phone,
that?
boy. Go
I don't
look up
even
Chloe
care.
Bailey.
I know who
Listen,
she is, and I'm not mad at the answer.
I know I'm
Oh
old.
my
I ain't
God,
trying
let
to
me
sound like
look.
no old creepy nigga who on the internet talking down. But if we're gonna be logical human beings, what is enticing me in today is Chloe Bailey, man. Because
Can't hate that.
I'm telling you, man, she looked like. See, look at Hype's face. He see a Chloe Bailey, baby. He see it. And he understands.
Nah, bro. I'm going Kim Kardashian, bro.
And I also get like a bad rap for
Yeah, bro.
not picking enough black women. So I, you know,
I'm going Kim Kardashian, man.
you know what I should have said to you, Hype? I should have said Coco
No-brainer.
Jones. I know you know Coco Jones.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. But yeah,
So
no
Beyonce,
brainer, man.
Kim
You
or
think
Coco?
Kim Kardashian look better than Beyonce? Is what you're saying, Hype?
Oh, fuck no.
I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm about to say I'm not saying that.
I just think I can get Kim Kardashian to be with me if she let me fuck. Oh, for real.
But
if Kim Kardashian spent the evening with me, bro, I can get her to be with me, bro.
I'm thinking
I
that's
know it sounds
what's going to be
crazy,
the
but I'm
result
dead
for
ass.
either one of these women. Like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking these women aren't going to be with you.
Yeah,
Beyonce ain't gonna want to be with me, man.
Y'all niggas delusional over there, man. I
Yeah.
thought we was having
And
a
that
real
damn-
misogynist
that Chloe Bailey,
conversation.
I don't even know who she is. She ain't gonna want to be with me. I want to be with somebody.
I want to be loved.
I want to be loved. Kim K a lover, bro. I'm going with Kim. I'm
ain't
going with
gonna
I know
Kim.
you for a season.
I prefer the sister. I prefer Halle Bailey.
Who
How
is
old are you,
that,
Cam?
bro?
28.
Yeah, see, I don't know if that matters, but
I don't think it does.
Kim,
that
he's like that perfect age, bro. That young old nigga age, bro.
I
I
nigga
grew
a
up with
tweener.
Beyonce all my life, so it's like she
That's why you
always
picked Beyonce.
been-
Yeah,
And that's what I'm
Right.
saying. That's what it's like it's built in.
I seen her on
Yeah.
Smart Guy, fine as fuck. So it's like,
man. When Beyonce
Beyonce.
was in
When you
Destiny
see Chloe
Child,
Bailey in about 5 years and shit, and then your brain start to remember, damn, she been looking like this, and even better now, probably, because that's, they look better when they 30.
yeah, that's gonna hit later, but right now it's Beyonce.
well, since we're here just talking about women like idiots, can I get y'all celebrity crush?
Ooh,
I don't have one of those, man.
mine been the same since I was a jit.
Well, who you got?
Maya.
Somebody old.
Maya. Okay.
Hey, let
That's
me
a
give
good
you a
one.
quick internet story about Maya.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
When I was first on Twitter, right? When Twitter was the Wild Wild West and everybody was on Twitter.
When X was Twitter.
I know, right? Something came out. I don't remember what came out, but there was a video of something that came out, and I saw Maya. And back in the Twitter days, you can tweet people and they would respond back in the days, mostly because some people didn't even know what the fuck was going on or what they was doing and all of that shit, right? So I tweeted, whoever's having sex with Maya, I would like to shake their hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. In my story, it might have been a few moments later. That little envelope in the DM pop up, right? I go click it. Who in there? Maya. Maya
Here we
said to
go.
me, she's like, fuck. I'm going to find the video. I'm in the clip because I had to take a damn picture of it. But Maya essentially says that would be no one at the moment. And because this is a family show, I ain't going to type what I typed, but I will say she had never responded after I typed what I typed the second time. But But I understand. I say all that to say I completely understand what you are saying, Mr. Cam. Because even today, Maya has shown me, man, that she knows how to continue just being under the radar, yo.
I kind of feel that way about Ashanti.
Same with Ashanti.
Everything I could have just said for Maya, I could say for Ashanti.
Facts.
It also goes into what I was telling you. Some of them, they get better when they get older, yo. Because Ashanti today looks better than she ever has. And she's the oldest she's ever been.
It's because she's rich, bro.
She was rich then, too, man. She's been rich since, 2010.
I would be willing to bet that Ashanti has more money today than she ever had.
Me too.
See?
She be in Dubai.
When somebody get old and they not all in your face, but they still look good, they still look like they have money, they have more money than they used to. Like, no bullshit.
I hope so. But yeah,
if they didn't, they would be in your face.
Trying to get chose.
Straight up, they would have a fucking show, a podcast. They would have something. They would be in your face.
They'd be on The View.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, that's common sense to me.
No argument here, my good fellow.
Facts.
All right, let's get some sports real quick so y'all boys can get to work because you know what's going down in 30 minutes.
We need to end this, man.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Hey, listen, this is a Raw Hype, man. Shout out to all the Raw Hypers, man. I know y'all miss us. We back, baby. I'm tired of saying it, but look, we finna show y'all.
I hope I'm not lying.
Man, he made this big-ass deal about us doing an outro for this podcast when we didn't do no intro.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Nigga just jumped on talking.
Yes, bro. This nigga's insane.
Hey, I guess this has been an episode of the Raw Hype, man. Shout
that's
out to
what
your boy Hype.
That's what y'all found
Rebel.
out. That's what y'all found out it was the Raw Hype.
What this was.
This nigga's insane. Man, nigga, no, we got to close that. Ain't intro a damn thing. Anyway, welcome to the Raw Hype, man. It's your boy Hype, a.k.a. Black Freckles. And we about this thing,
We
man.
about this thing, why?